Hey everybody, Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Optronics Trailer Clearance or Side Marker Light, which is an incandescent bulb and a red lens. And here we have our Optronics light in place and turned on. Now even though this is a single incandescent bulb, this is going to put out enough light to keep you not only safe, but legal. Now these lights are going to work great for a direct replacement. You're going to put your mind at ease, knowing you're lit up as you go down the road, and other motorists will appreciate it too, as they're going to know what your intentions are. This is going to be a very cost-effective way to ensure that all your trailer lighting is working properly. Now many of the questions we get from our customers is what electrical pigtail will work with this light. Well, it's going to accept a two-prong pigtail, and if you need one, you can find it on etrailer.com. Now a couple things I would recommend to really help extend the life of your light is one of these grommets, and that's going to help absorb some of that shock and keep your light in better condition, as well as some dielectric grease, which we're going to coat that over the electrical connectors and help keep them free from any corrosion. So on the back of the light, we're going to have two prongs, which are pre-treated with a little dielectric grease, and it is going to be sonically sealed, which means it'll have a waterproof housing and will be submersible. However, I recommend to make sure your power is off when doing so and try to not do it for a long period of time. Now as far as the size of the light goes, it's going to be 2.5 inches long, so from end to end, 1 3/16 of an inch high, and as far as the thickness or the depth goes, it's going to be 7/8 of an inch. Many times, without the use of dielectric grease and proper care, the lights can corrode and the terminals will no longer make the proper connection to our wiring, and that'll cause us to have to replace this light. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do it together now. To begin our installation, we're first going to take our grommet and get that put in place. Now to do that, what I like to do is kind of peel that first layer back. That'll expose that little ridge. And kind of just work it to the opening here in our fender, and you can feel it when it's fully seated. Now we can take our plug that's coming from the trailer and feed that through our grommet. And now even though our light does come pre-treated with some dielectric grease, I like to use some extra just to be on the safe side and help prevent any corrosion. Then it's just as simple as lining our prongs up and plugging the light in. Now all we have to do is insert our light into the grommet. So we'll push it down in there. This can be a little tricky. You might have to kind of work that light around until you get it fully seated just like that. With everything hooked up, we can put power to our light and test it to make sure it works. Now in our case, I'm using a tester. However, if you don't have one of these, you can always just hook your truck up to your trailer and do it that way. And once you put power to it, as you can see, it works great. And that'll do it for our look at and our installation of the Optronics Trailer Clearance or Side Marker Light.